Hey friends, I'm Purvesh Radkar here again, and we have mentioned in our last conversation in the month of March that we are likely to see uptick when that point of time Nifty was in a horrible state in terms of its levels, and as mentioned by me about 15th March we are likely to see bottom, and luckily that bottom was tested and retested, but 7,500 was held back. And after that, as I mentioned at that point of time, that we are moving towards around 10,000 plus levels in April. So we actually touched about 9890 in the last day of April, and we just distance of almost 100 points on Nifty from touching actual 10,000. So obviously the question which you will all will have in your mind is where from here on. So friends, today 11th of May, today is the day when Saturn has become retrograde or Vakri in a Makara Rashi, and it would remain there till almost September end. About 4.5 months time is there. Along with Saturn, there is going to be Jupiter, which is the most auspicious, the positive planet, which impacts our lives, is also going to become retrograde in couple of days from now. Then the Venus would also be retrograde, and somewhere in August, even the Mars would also be retrograde. And Mars getting retrograde means sort of the most dangerous things, because that's something which has to do with the bloodshed. So where do I see things going? So before I go to that, let me just recollect, what happens when these type of events foresee. Basically, what is Vakri? So Vakri retrograde means something which was moving straight is been completely been devastated, or given a 180 degrees turn. So I'm looking at you and talking right now, and suddenly somebody makes my neck like this and tells me that you walk straight. Now that will be very difficult, because I'm looking back and I'm supposed to walk ahead. That's not rationally right. So that's what makes it fuckery, the irritating one. Even for planets like Saturn and Jupiter, which are huge ones, when it becomes retrograde, it's basically like a trailer decker turning and a small bike, moving ahead with from there, overtaking it. In spite of it being most powerful, they hardly can do anything because they are huge in terms of size. And so the impact of retrograde is usually something which basically affects everybody under the sun. In the year 1990, that's what I keep on drawing, because that was the time when Shani was in Makar Rashi, 1991, when we have saw the USSR collapse, the Gulf War taking place. Our ex-Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated during that time. India was having a terrible situation as far as foreign exchange is concerned. We had only reserves of 350 million, and we placed gold with England at that point of time to borrow for our oil needs. And so there were a lot of horrible things happening. However, during that time itself, you may recall that our ex-Prime Minister, who was the then Finance Minister Manmohan Singh ji, came out with a industrial policy resolution which basically changed the course of India, and which basically took India to a different path, and a positive path. Even in the year, at that point of time, one point to be noted is the Guru and Shani were in Pratyuti, which means they were in front of each other. So the impact was different. In the year 2000, at that point of time, Saturn and Jupiter were together in, Mars and Taurus, and it had a massive impact at that point of time, because in the year 2000, you all will recall the dot-com boom which happened, and the entire stock market collapsed massively, like we have just witnessed right now. That was a time when we have witnessed the hijacking of the Indian Airlines flight. You may remember that Kandahar episode also, where India has to release certain terrorists and stuff like that, and it was a very very bad event for India at that point of time. So the events which unfolded even at that point of time were scary. And please remember, during both these times, 1991 and 2000, Indian rupee also went for a toss. So in 1991, you have seen the rupee movement from 20 and a half to about 25 versus dollar, and in 2000, you have seen this movement from 43 to 46. So both the times, it was like a massive movement of rupee against dollar. So what does that Vakri is going to do right now? Please note, I have kept on mentioning that this is going to be a period which is there for massive, violent, and volatility with downward bias, which means that volatility means it's not a one way down, volatility means ups and downs. Please note during this period from 15th May onwards, the sun, which is the only star in the entire satellite system, is also going to become into the Taurus and the Gemini and the Cancer, which are not so friendly rashis. For so next 3 months, which means 15th May to 15th June, 15th June to 15th July, and 15th July to 15th August, we might see a downward trend thanks to not even sun, which is the most positive planet, not being so helpful even at that point of time. It's only around 15th August to 30th September where I see we might be forming a bottom, and that bottom can be something which we can retest the nifty levels of 7500. We might go down and test a fresh new bottom and then come up. The ride which I can see right now is something like 10,000 to 11,000 nifty to 7,500 or minus than that, and then again coming back to something like 12,500. Yes, I do foresee nifty moving to 12,500 in this calendar year itself. Between October to December, it's going to be a massive rally for Indian equities. It's obvious also because you will find that the 30th June results may not be good at all for India, because we have seen a lockdown of 60 days, which means not much of revenues earned by anybody. Nobody has could work that much in during this time. So it's obvious that the results from 30th June will be bad for the corporates. But that's not all. Please note that during even this negative period, in the month of April, we have earned about 28,000 crores as a GST at a country level, which means there was something working, and this 28,000 crores is almost 25 to 28% of the total GST correction India monthly witnesses. So all is not that bad. If we follow the social distancing, which we have and we must follow, we following this country, which the Hinduism, which is a way of life and not religion, has always taught us that we have to do the social distancing. You might recall during the births and the deaths, there is called Soyer and Sutak. During that time, there is a 13 days of social distancing followed, and which has been taught to us, and everybody in this country is well aware about that. So we have to just follow that social distancing, and we have to ensure that we get into the right track. So where do we go from here? So in that, what we have to do is that we have to pick up the stocks and the sectors very, very carefully. We have to ensure that we are getting into only and only transparent management. We have to ensure that we have to go for the companies which have a decent cash flow. We have to certainly avoid arrogant managements. Please note, friends, for next 2 years, Shani is going to be Makar Rashi, and till the time it is in Makar Rashi, it will ensure that all the arrogance is neutralized whatsoever. What I foresee in this period is rupee, like I mentioned about Nifty before some time. I do see rupee moving from current 75 levels to something like 85, 90 levels. Whether that can happen from devaluation or depreciation, anything is possible. Today, India is in a sweet spot. India is in a spot where everybody wants to boycott China and come to India. Today morning itself, Apple has announced that they are willing to invest something like $40 billion in India. You can imagine how good that will be from the India's perspective and your and mine job and everything perspective. Please note that we will be having a normal monsoon. The monsoon will not be bad. But because the planets are retrograde, the impact will be massive and volatile. Volatile means some positive news, some negative news, some negative news, some positive news. It will be a consistent affair like that. I do foresee China facing into similar side of situation was USSR faced in 1991, and there will be instability out there which might even result in the breakup of China. Is that a possibility? Yes, that is a possibility. Even European Union, which is having differences among themselves and all sorts of trouble, that even thing can be broken. You may remember in 1991, Russia also broke, Yugoslavia also broke, right? At the same time, I do foresee oil again collapsing or remaining at the same level. You remember my prediction when oil was at $60, $70 that it will go down to $20 or less. I will not be afraid in saying that oil may settle at $10 to $20 over a long term. And that is where, it is going to change the economics for India in a big way. Because India's oil bill, it's straight away 1/6 or 1/7. So even if India devalues or depreciates the currency to help the global players to come to India to set up a shop, nothing wrong in that, right? We will still be unaffected, and the currency depreciation or devaluation will help our exports any which way. So both ways it is going to be beneficial for India. At the same time, as I mentioned, there is going to be massive volatility. So choose your sectors carefully. I think telecom, media, pharma, IT, FMCG, you know, are going to be the biggest winners in this. Insurance is my favorite, all-time favorite. I continue to maintain that. Won't these stocks correct? Yes, these stocks will also correct. But you have to pick and choose. Auto, to my mind, in this particular period, is a time to start accumulating. You should not be, distancing away, because I do foresee a lot of changes happening in this. Lot of changes, like in the year 2000 we have seen there were, the Harry Potters and Star Wars series, which basically came with completely changed the television industry. I do foresee a lot of changes happening in this particular thing. I do foresee, a trouble for oil and metal, which I have been quite vocal about, because globally these things are going to be going down. I would be selectively adding large cap bands. I would be comfortable even buying infra and cement stocks post correction, which you have to pick and choose every stock depending on their comfort zone. Auto ancillaries will also be slowly and gradually picking up. The new normal of controlling ourselves and having the proper kind of social distancing is a reality. Please stay with it. Please follow that. Please be more transparent. Shani, Guru, all Vakri Graha demands that you should be honest, transparent, and very very clear in terms of and focused in terms of your approach. Mars is going to be volatile. Mars is going to be Vakri in the month of August, September. I don't rule out the possibility of bloodshed or war during that time. Can it be POK? Can it be Gulf? Can it be something like that? Yes, very much possible. So stay tuned for all this kind of volatility. There's nothing to get scared, but this is a time to build the portfolio. And yes, my all-time favorite gold is going to have a massive benefit, at least in Indian currencies. So today, when I last time mentioned about gold, it was about 27,000, then 34,000. Right now it is about 45, 46,000. Can it be 55, 60? Yes, very easily. So stay invested. Don't shy away. But choose your companies who are transparent, honest, good cash flow, and no arrogant. Neither you nor me, anybody who sounds arrogant, will be neutralized. Please note this. Thank you. Namaste.
All of us were listening with lot of interest what Purvesh has described, that the many events that will manifold in next few months that will change our life forever. Jupiter and Saturn are both important planets which influence our life in many ways. While Jupiter takes 12 to 13 months to move from one sign to another sign, Saturn takes 2.5 years to move from one sign to another sign. So on their journey in the orbits, sometimes they meet each other or sometimes they are opposite to each other. When such events take place, definitely very many important events take place in the world that has long lasting impact on our lives. Let me take back to the history, as many of you may be wondering what happened in the past. Let me take back first to the year 1999-2000, when both of them were in conjunction. Those years were very important, no one can forget what happened. Let me list out few events that all of you are remembering. Oh, were they not very interesting events? Let us go back to further, the year 1990-91, when both the planets were opposing each other. Those years were also very memorable indeed. Let us see what happened that time. Just few events. Refresh your memory. Are you not surprised? Let us go back further in 1960-61 when both of them were in conjunction Capricorn, the same sign as they are now. Those were also indeed important years. India had just got independence. Just think what happened during those times. Nineteen 29-30 is a year of Great Depression. It is written in the history. No one can forget those years. So we just had a check. What were the position of these two planets that time? And they were indeed opposing each other. And there many other events took place that changed our lives for better or worse. Let us see. Now I am confident you are sure, you must be gazing what will happen again in future. Let me do some gazing in future. And I see in 2041, 2061 and 2080 again the conjunction will take place of these two planets. So be prepared for it. Some of us will be alive to watch the events that will manifold in the future. But some of us may not be alive. But let us prepare our future generation to face the events. When we are better prepared, we can face it with confidence and come out of it with success.